But before going there, I wanted to show you my Hero 12 and the media mod also. So this is my GoPro Hero 12, and I had to remove the shutter in order to use the media mod. If you keep the shutter, you will not be able to use the media mod. I just need to mount the camera onto the clamp. For that I need to put it like this and then put the screw in place. Now if you see, there is some gap between the display and the mount. So this gap will be utilized to change the angle. I can take it back like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of you guys have been requesting me to show you my motovlogging setup, which camera I use and what mic am I using, how am I placing my mic so that even if I go beyond 100 kilometers and audio quality is clear in the videos, which settings am I using, everything I am going to show you in this video, and it is going to be a very useful video because I know there are a lot of aspiring motovloggers in our country and also abroad, and because I have been doing this since quite a long time now, I thought let me make a video about it. I was searching for these types of videos when I started my YouTube channel, so I thought let me make a updated video of my motovlogging setup that you guys kept requesting. So let's get started with this video. This is my helmet. It's a 3 years old Axor Hunter helmet. I bought it for 5,200 rupees back in 2021 when I had my Duke 390, and I haven't changed my helmet till now. I have been using the same helmet, and to show you my setup, I have a RP Racing intercom installed. This is not a very costly intercom. It just costs 1,500 rupees and it gets the job done. That's why I didn't go for any high-end intercoms, but I definitely plan to upgrade my intercom as well as my helmet. But before that, I wanted to show you this setup. So in this helmet I have mounted my GoPro Hero 12, and the mounting looks something like this. You can see the mic is also connected over here, and this GoPro Hero has a media mod to it. So I got the GoPro Hero 12 and the media mod when I purchased this bike. And apart from that, if I show you the inner part of this particular helmet, here is the mic for the intercom, and there is also another mic that is over here. It's wrapped in foam. If you see, it's under the cheek pad. So this particular mic is for the camera, which the camera uses to capture the audio, and the wire comes from here like this, and then it connects to the media mod over here. It's a 3.5 mm jack. It's like this. This is the connector. This is the mic that I'm using, and now I'll open everything and I'll show you how the mounting and everything looks like and what is the setup that I'm using. To start with the mic, whenever I have not mounted my camera, the mic's port will be hanging. So I just plug it under over here like this, and I hide the wire inside like this. When I'm not using my camera, this is how the mic is placed. But when I use the camera, I just take it out from here and connect it to the camera. So coming to the mic that I'm using, it's a Sony stereo lavalier auxiliary microphone. It's from Sony and it costed me 1,900 rupees. You can purchase the same from Amazon, and this is a very good mic. The only thing is you need to place it right. If you don't place it right, your audio quality is not going to be great. So this mic already comes with a foam. It's a black color foam, but that was not enough to damp the audio. It was still capturing a lot of audio wind in the audio, so I had to wrap it in a foam again and place it inside the cheek pad. If you place your mic somewhere over here, even then it will capture a lot of wind noise. So if you place it over here, like you can see, this intercom mic is over here. This may capture a lot of wind noise while you are riding at high speed, let's say more than 80 kilometers an hour. But once you place your mic inside your cheek pads like this and wrap it on inside a thick foam, then it is going to, the audio experience is going to be great. So this is the mic I'm using, and I would suggest don't go for any other mics which are say less than 1,000 rupees, because audio is something which is very important when you are motovlogging. So I would suggest you go for this or the DJI mic. The DJI mic costs around 3,000. If you don't have the budget to go for that, you can definitely go for this Sony stereo lavalier, which costs 1,800. Now I want to show you the setup that I use for mounting my camera. So this is a Blue Armor action camera mount that I'm using. I purchased this from Amazon I think 3 years ago, and it costs I think 399 or 299. I'm not sure. You can check the current price in Amazon. And this is permanent. You cannot remove it. Once you stick it, you cannot remove it. If you remove it, then the gum will be gone and it won't be able to stick to your helmet again. And in this I use this particular mount, which is a GoPro Hero official accessory. I got this with my camera, with my Hero 12. If you don't have this, you can purchase aftermarket clamps for the action camera as well. But I had the original one, so I didn't use the aftermarket clamps. What you need to do is just pull up this rubber and slide it inside like this. So once it is in place, then it will look something like this. I can also directly mount the camera on this setup. But before going there, I wanted to show you my Hero 12 and the media mod also. So this is my GoPro Hero 12, and I had to remove the shutter in order to use the media mod. If you keep the shutter, you will not be able to use the media mod. Why am I using the media mod? The reason for that is because GoPro Heroes does not come with 3.5mm jack. It only gets the Type-C port, and you cannot connect your 3.5mm mic directly to the Type-C port. In order to do that, you will have to purchase either a media mod or a mic connector from GoPro. So the mic connector, it costs 3,500 rupees, which will be a separate module which you have to attach it to your camera. Then it will connect to the mic. But I didn't want to keep that hassle, hence I bought this media mod. So if you see this media mod, it gets 3 different ports. So here is the 3.5mm port. This is the Type-C port for charging and data transfer, and there is an extra display port if you want to mount an additional display on your GoPro, and there is a mic to it. So I don't use the display port or the mic which is there on the media mod. So this media mod also has a mic. I just used my camera for motovlog, so this particular mic on the media mod is useless for me, but it is useful for the 3.5mm jack. So all I need to do is just place it inside like this. So this Type-C port connects to the Type-C port of the camera, and then it goes inside and lock it like this. So this is, now the camera is ready, and I need to pull out these 2 holding points, and then I just need to mount the camera onto the clamp. For that I need to put it like this, and then put the screw in place. The camera is mounted on the helmet, and I can also connect my 3.5mm jack to this particular socket. So this is how the camera looks like, but this is not the complete setup. If I use it like this, the camera cannot go further back. As you can see, the display is almost touching this clamp, so it cannot go further back. But because RS457 has a committed riding position, I need to lean forward like this. And if the camera cannot go back, it will not be able to capture front view of the road. It will just be able to capture the dashboard of the bike, and that's not an ideal view which I want my viewers to see in the videos. So I have to install an extender and then change the camera angle. That's why I don't use this particular setup directly. What I do is I use this particular extender. It's a third-party extender that I got for the action camera, and it did not cost me much. It is like just, I think it cost 200 to 300 rupees. I'll put all these links in the description section down below. So I'll install this and show you what difference it makes. First I will install this particular item like this, and I will use this screw I got with the camera only. I'm using this screw. Once the screw is locked, there is an extender to my original mount. Now the camera will be mounted over here. So these 2 clamps will go inside this particular holder. I just need to lock it by putting the nut and the bolt. Now if you see, there is some gap between the display and the mount. So this gap will be utilized to change the angle. I can take it back like this. Now even if I'm leaning front, the camera is straight and it will have a good front end view, and this is the ideal position that I want to keep for all my motovlogging setup. This is the power button and this is the quick record button which is placed in the front, and this has a display over here also. This was the entire motovlogging setup of my helmet, and also I would like to tell you that you will find other motovlogging setups also. This is not the best that I'm saying. This is I just want to say this is the motovlogging setup that I'm using. If you find any other motovlogging setup which is better than this, then you can follow that. If you want your content to look like what I am making, then this particular setup will be helpful for you. And if you want me to compare other action cameras and give my opinions about the Hero 12, I can do that. And also I forgot to tell you the settings that I'm using on this camera. So I'm using the 4K 60 fps, and the wide angle is set to super view. So that's the ideal setup that I use to capture all my motovlogging videos. So I hope I was able to answer all your questions. And if you think that I have missed out on something, then you can post your questions in the comment section down below. I will be more than happy to assist you guys in the comment section as well. And I hope you have gained some knowledge about the motovlogging setup from this video. If yes, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and also share my videos. And don't forget to subscribe my channel because it is free for you, but it definitely helps me a lot. With that, I will sign off from this video and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.